Okay, so I'm going to have a look at Lucky Man. We're going to go through the chords, a strumming pattern to help you with that, and have a look at the lyrics as well. So I'm just going to start with the chords. As you can see, I've got left-handed down here, right-handed up here. So just look at which one ever's relevant for you. So with the G, I'm going to use my third and fourth finger on the bottom here, because I think it's always nice to move to a D, because you see the third finger is always in the same position there. So it's about, this song, it does repeat 3 chords quite a lot, but it's about getting it smooth. So if you play a G like this to a D, your task is really to keep the third finger static, because there's no point in taking it off, doing this and then putting it back where you've just taken it off from. So if you're new to these changes, then you want to do a G and take off all your fingers and keep your third on. That's your first practice. There. That's what you want to do. Like that. And then from there, you can bring these fingers down and place them over a D. Okay. And then let's show you that. So you got the G here, and then that goes to a D. So keeping the third finger there, bring them 1 and 2 down, you've got a D. And then the last chord of the verse is an A chord. So your first finger on the 4th string up, second one just below it, third one below it. Okay. And the very last chord in this song, which only happens twice, is an E minor. So from there you move them 2 fingers up. So your first finger's on the 5th string, second one's just below it. Okay, so that is the chords. I would memorize them chords first before moving to this section. So you can see here in the verse you've got G, which is going to be 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, then D. 1, 2, 3, 4, then A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see A has 2 lots there. So you got G, 1, 2, 3, 4 to D, 1, 2, 3, 4, A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to go on to this bridge yet, because let's focus on the verse. Now the strumming pattern here, you can see this red line, and it's important that you actually still make a strum, but you don't actually touch the strings. So concentrating on the G chord, because it's a nice happy chord. So doing 1, and then 2 is going to be a fake strum, and then 3, 4, and up. So the reason you want to do that, because you don't want this sort of look. If you watch my hand here, my strumming hand, so see that? My hand just stays still. It's losing its momentum. So here is with the fake strum. You see, I'm going to have a solid timing because it's constant, my arm. The timing's going to be better than rather than. So if you leave your hand down there, it's going to fluctuate from when you might do the next strum. It might be a tiny bit quicker, a tiny bit slower. It's going to sound kind of sloppy. So here's 1, then 2 is a fake, and then 3, 4, and. So obviously 4 and is a little bit quicker. So you want this nice smooth feeling, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So if you can count like that, and your hand stays nice and up and down, nice and not fast like this, nothing like that. If your hand can do that and you can say it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and your hand doesn't just sort of do this because you say and, 4, and like that. If you can just keep it solid, then you're ready to put it on the strings. So watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can see this strumming pattern is for 4 beats, and when you look at the actual chart and you see the G and it's got 4 slashes next to it, that doesn't mean to say it's 4 down strums. This is just the amount of time you give that chord, so it gets 4 beats. So whatever you want to do within them 4 beats, if you want to do ups, downs, skipping ones, that's up to you. And but it's got to survive for this length of time. So if you can see here, the G from a line to a line, that's going to be 4 beats. Then D is the same, and then A gets 2 lots of 4, so it gets 2 lots of the pattern. Now the pattern, at first you'll stick to patterns, but ultimately it's kind of a beginner thing to do, to lock into a pattern and get used to strumming. But ultimately you want to be free flowing and not thinking of patterns. So that's why I'm trying to get this constant movement with the hand, because ultimately I could play that strumming pattern in lots of different ways. So I'm like doing lots of downs, lots of ups, you know, I'm not really focusing what I'm doing. It's more of a technique where you keep this going. And if you listen to the original, he is so free flowing, it would take you a year to try and match exactly his strumming. It's just not feasible to do that. Okay, so with the strumming pattern, as you want to do if you're beginning, so down, fake, down, down, up, so a fake strum. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the G, and then the D. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then A. 1, 2, 3, 4, and A again. 2, 3, 4, and. So I would just start doing this in mid-air and just say the pattern, and when you're comfortable with the pattern, then place it on. Okay, so here's the Lucky Man chords for the verse. So G. How it fits together. Obviously speed it up in time. Happiness, more or less, it's just achieving something in my liberty. Oh my. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at the lyrics now, and we're just gonna go for a verse. You see the bridge there, the E minor gets 2 lots of the strumming pattern. G gets 2 lots, D 2 lots, A 2 lots. Whereas in the verse, G gets 1, D gets 1 lot, A gets 2. Alright, so I'm going to take it slow. So G, down, fake, down, down, up to D, down, fake, and A. So verse 1, G, happiness, more or less, it's just a changing me something in my liberty. Oh my, my. Back to G. Happiness coming and going. I watch you look at me, watch my fever growing. I know just where I am. Then E minor. How many corners do I have to learn G? How many times do I have to learn D? All the love I have is in my mind. Right, and then to the chorus. 'Cause I'm a lucky man. To D, and then to A. With fire G in my hand, to D, and then to A. Okay, so you're keeping up so far, well done. If you're not, just keep working on the chords and the strumming. I'm going to go from I'm going to play the next verse, bridge and chorus here. Okay, so from the G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Happiness today. Oh, it's happiness, something in my own place. A, I stood in naked smile and I feel no disgrace with who I am. A, back to G. Happiness coming and going. A, the whole song just keeps on with the G, D, A for the whole of that. So really in this video I just wanted to give you how it's constructed and how it's put together, and if you can just work along with it and just keep working it, chipping away, getting the strumming, matching it with the chords, then you can put the original on and play along and sing along with it that way. Alright, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Bye.